Hey guys, coming at you from Switzerland. This place is amazing. Today's day 2 of a phenomenal skiing day. And it's, being in like nature like this, it really makes you kind of reflect on Mother Nature's gifts, how beautiful they are, and just how serene and peaceful and how amazing just like Mother Earth and nature truly are, and just how incredibly healing and being in a place like this is. And it gets me thinking, when I go back to the hustle and bustle of everyday life, how, it's really important to kind of take a minute and look at the beauty in everything that you're surrounded by, whether it's the people, the places, and the things that you may have in your life. Sometimes we're so consumed by so much negativity, with social media, the news, that we forget to look at all the beauty that's in our lives. And, I really try and remind myself to see things from a different perspective sometimes, because with so much negativity, you're really kind of closed off to the beautiful things in your life. So I want you to ask yourself, what are you opening up to, and what are you closed off to in your life, because that can be a huge like factor in how you're perceiving things in this world, because there's so much beauty, you just have to be willing to see it. And sometimes the willingness to see it is all you need. Willingness to see like the natural wonders of the world and, the things that are in our life. It's so incredibly important to just kind of pause and take a minute to kind of soak up what's in your environment and kind of see the goodness in the world and what you're surrounded by. I ask you, like, what does beauty mean to you? Far beyond like a beautiful person or something that's in front of you, or even something like this. But for me, it goes into kind gestures and the kindness of someone's heart. And beauty also means authenticity and truth and honesty. And there's nothing more authentic and true than the natural form of the earth. And I think it's so imperative that we kind of just take a minute to pause and kind of consider what's going on in our life and what do we have to appreciate, and to kind of open our eyes to new things. And one thing I try and do every day, well, not every day, I at least try, but I try to enter the world with open eyes and new eyes, with like a baby-like curiosity, and see how I can perceive things differently. Because there's so much we go through in our everyday that we kind of miss, even if it's someone that we're, a loved one that we spend the majority of our time with. Sometimes we get so caught up in our emotions and our feelings that we miss the beauty of that's staring us in the face. I know sometimes when I get in my head and I get trapped in my emotions, I kind of get lost, and I'm not able to perceive things the way they actually are, and see the truth and the beauty in the world that around me. So I think it takes actually a conscious effort to see things for how they are, to see things for their true and like natural beauty. Because when you think about it, there's beauty in absolutely everything in this earth, from places that we visit to the people that we surround by. But sometimes we get so caught up that we don't see it. And, I think if we open our perspective a little bit more, you're able to kind of perceive things differently, and kind of be grateful for what's in your life, and have more periods of joy. And appreciating the beauty kind of opens your mind up to wonder and you feel that joy inside your heart again, you know? I mean, being here has been such an amazing experience, and I understand that, you know, it's so easy to see the beauty in this place. I mean, just look behind me. It's so amazing. And I think you don't have to come to the Swiss Alps to see the beauty in the world. You can just see that in front of you in your everyday life. To like the random person walking down to the street, or, you know, the person in front of you in line, to your own family members, you know. We're all on a beautiful journey, and I think if you can stop and appreciate the journey that everyone else is on, you know, we're able to move through situations a lot easier. You know, and there's so much beauty to be appreciated, and especially within yourself, you know. Every one of us has so much beauty, and sometimes we get so caught up in our own emotions and our own like challenges that present each and every day that we don't see our own beauty, you know, and we kind of look past it. And, you know, it's really important to see how you're perceiving the world, because that is how you're experiencing life, and that's how you're experiencing reality, is through your own eyes. And, you know, if you're closed off to the beautiful things that are around you, you know, that's going to be the life you're going to experience. So sometimes it just takes a minute to pause and just kind of soak it in and relax and enjoy what's in front of you. And, you know, it can take a conscious effort to kind of look at things that way, because you have to like kind of remind yourself to get out of those old habits of seeing things in such a negative way, you know. And that's kind of how life is right now. It's a tumultuous world, you know, with so much going on in our country and around the entire world, that it's hard to see the beauty that we're showered with each and every day. You know, so I invite you to take like a conscious effort with yourself to kind of remind yourself to stop and take a look at things from a different perspective. Open up your awareness and just see things with a new light, because there's always a different perspective, and there's always beauty in everything that you can see, and especially within yourself. And that can be the hardest part of all, because we're all our biggest and our worst critics, you know. And one thing that I've learned is that, you know, you get so hard on yourself. I get so hard on myself that I self-sabotage. And taking a minute to appreciate myself for everything that I am and everything that I do, and the beauty within inside me, allows me to like appreciate where I'm at in life, and appreciate who I'm with and who I'm surrounding myself by. And, you know, and being ever so grateful to enjoy moments like this. You know, I'm so grateful that I'm here and able to share it with you guys, and I hope this kind of resonates with you. And, you know, if it does, wonderful. If it doesn't, yeah, you can tell me to fuck off. But, you know, like I said, there's so much beauty in everything and everyone. And I know that sounds a little cheeky, and a little cliche, but it really changes your perspective on the world and life when you just take a minute to kind of appreciate what's in front of you, rather than viewing it from this lens of negativity. And when things don't work out, we kind of shut off. So I hope that, you know, resonated with a few of you, and you can kind of take a little bit of that and apply it to your own life. You know, I try to do it every day, and the key word there is try. You know, I'm not good at it all the time, but, you know, I feel like if I have a willingness and an intention to kind of perceive things differently and see them for what they actually are, then, you know, each day is a day of growth, and, you know, there's beauty in that. And, you know, that's how we move through life. We grow and we experience and we change, you know. Everyone is on the same journey. We just express it differently. So, again, I hope that resonates with some of you, and peace and love from the Swiss Alps. See you guys soon. Bye.